Good evening. Our ceremony starts with the national anthem followed by the alma mater. The most valuable thing is to rely on the mighty God to guide and enlighten our path and bless and purify our intentions. Let us all listen carefully and silently to Reverend Joseph Kassab in his invocation prayer. Let's pray with him and refrain from applauding.
Holy and gracious God, whom we knew in Jesus as compassionate and loving, at the beginning of this troubled year, we cannot but be grateful for the years past and the years to come, because you are a sovereign God. We give thanks for the many paths that brought us here today at this transitional stage of LAU. We give thanks for the mission that was established by our fathers and mothers, founders, for the faithfulness of a cloud of leaders surrounded LAU through the years, who ran the race with perseverance to make LAU a beacon of science and knowledge in Lebanon and the region. O God, we lift our hearts to you in gratefulness for the unique leadership of Dr. Jabbra, who worked hard for the last 16 years to make this dream a lasting legacy. As we believe that you are the God of new beginnings, we pray for Dr. Mawad while he receives the torch from Dr. Jabbra to continue this noble journey. We lift up Dr. Mawad before you with thanks. We ask your special blessing on him as he leads the way into a bright future for this great university. God, give him strength and conviction. Give him wisdom and courage in this difficult time of Lebanon. Lay your steady hand on him as it has been on LAU over the years. Holy God, we don't know the future of this country, and yet we are bold to walk into it because we trust your care. Help LAU to trust the right things for the mission of equipping the youth of Lebanon. Help the faculty and staff to challenge each one of them to search for truth, grow in wisdom, work for justice, and dedicated a life of creativity and service. O God, in this place and beyond, may our prayers be accepted in the name of Christ. Amen.
Members of the Board of Trustees, our ninth elect President, Dr. Michel A, Mawad, President, Dr. Joseph Jabbra, VPs, esteemed guests, either present in person here or participating with us via WebEx and electronic media tools. Allow me first to welcome you all at our beloved university on this very remarkable day to witness a historic event in which we commemorate the glory of nearly 2 decades and get prepared for more years of successes and achievements. We are all gathered here at LAU, at this temple of mind and soul, to reiterate our common commitment to education, to civilization, but moreover, to the importance of our mission as messengers of culture, of science and respect among humans in a boundary-free global village. We are here to witness this transition of torch from the hands of a historical leader to the hands of a very prominent president. A great occasion it should be for joy and celebration, as it constitutes a true milestone in our continuous march toward excellence, excellence in all what LAU does. It is our duty and commitment to consider this as a guideline to follow, as it is the perfect testimony of belonging to LAU. أرحب بكم جميعاً في هذا اليوم التاريخي الذي شاءته الظروف الراهنة في بلادي أن يكون هكذا. يوم تاريخي تنتقل فيه شعلة المسؤولية والرئاسة في هذه المؤسسة الأكاديمية العريقة من يد رئيس تاريخي سجل اسمه في سجل الخلود الأكاديمي في لبنان، عناية الدكتور جوزيف جبرة، إلى رئيس واعد تنبئ إنجازاته حيث أعطى بالكثير من العطاءات التي ستراكم إلى سجل نجاحات LAU الكثير، أعني رئيسنا الجديد الدكتور ميشيل معوض. When I came from the fascinating world of media to meet him 16 years ago, he asked me about many things: my personality, my family, my ego, my ambition, my friendships. We talked about everything except the job I have been chosen for at LAU. He wanted to know the person he will be dealing with for years to come. I realized since then that I'm not in the presence of an ordinary responsible. In our next meeting, a week after, he talked about duties and responsibilities, only about the duties and responsibilities. And the journey started. 16 years, and President Joseph Jabbra was a teaching school, teacher with the faculty members, employee with the staff members, student with the students, caring family member with parents, friend with everyone, but above all, a leader and a president. لن أطيل عنه أكثر لأن الكثير لن يكفيه ولن يفيه حقا، بل سأترك له المنبر لنسمع ما سيقول فينا من استمعنا إليه لسنوات. Please welcome Dr. Joseph Jabbra.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Osi. Chairman Tanous, incoming chairman and friend, Mr. Stolfus, members of the board who are attending this incredible, historic event on WebEx, all of you, members of the board who are here in person, members of the PC, the President's Cabinet, who are here, all of you, members of the Council of Deans, all of you who are here, my colleagues and friends from the hospital, all of you who are here, all the staff who are here, all of you, all the faculty and staff members who are watching this event on WebEx. And of course, the Faculty Senate, represented here by the executive of the Senate, and above all, our dear Joel. But before I say anything, I'd like to salute our incoming president and his better half, Dr. Janine, of course, who is here with us. Welcome to this incredible event, moving event. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my better half, Dr. Nancy Jabbra. This is a momentous, a very precious, a very special event as we gather here, the LAU family, in person and on WebEx. We gather here in the midst of incredible events, incredible challenges that are gripping our country, our beloved Lebanon. But we gather here, and make no mistake about it, with hope, with smiles on our faces. We gather here in celebration of the passing of the presidential baton to Dr. Michel A, Mawad, who is currently serving as the Dean of the Gilbert and Rosemary Chagoury School of Medicine. I am sure, Dr. Mawad, that the university and the Board of Trustees, conditions permitting, will hold an incredible and fitting inauguration for you with all the country, not only the LAU family, but with all the segments of society represented at that event. And we all will be here to cheer you on. I leave this institution with great love for all of you. I leave this institution with memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life. I leave this institution in a very moving, emotional occasion, because physically I am leaving a family, but the spirit of LAU will continue to be aglow in my heart. My heart, not only my mind, but my heart especially, will be with all of you, and especially with our President, Dr. Mawad. My mind is set at ease, because this evening I am passing the presidential baton, symbolized by the seal of the university medal, which encapsulates who we are and the values we all stand for. Dr. Mawad, since your election, you and I made a pledge in order to make sure that the inauguration, your inauguration, we're passing the baton now, the passing of the baton will be seamless. You and I had a trust between us, a trust that we never betrayed. You and I had a commitment to the institution that is so passionate. You and I had a commitment, an admirable commitment, to serve, not to be a boss, but to serve, which has been so rewarding to both of us. Since your election as president of the university, Dr. Mawad, you established incredible channels of communication with the faculty senate, with the staff, with the students, with the administration, to your credit. You established incredible understanding. In fact, you strengthened that understanding with the physicians, with the medical staff, with the nurses. And you did so well with that. You established incredible communication with the Council of Dean and with the President's Cabinet. You got to know them all and better. And above all, you had an excellent rapport with the chairman of the board and the members of the board. And at this moment, as I prepare to leave this incredible institution, with all due respect to the board members, to the entire LAU family, I asked you, with all due respect, to support our new president, to work with him day in and day out, day and night, in order to shepherd this institution to the shores of safety. Remember, and I say that to you in no uncertain terms, remember that at any price, at any asperity, by any sacrifice, LAU must be protected so that the president and the entire family, with the support of the board, can keep this institution as a haven for hope, as a shining star for education, as a place where people feel safe, which is very, very important. Not only do you have that responsibility, all of you, all of us, we have that obligation. LAU, with your help, with the support of the board, must be and continue to be a shining star for all of us. LAU must keep the hope. A lot of people have lost hope. We need to make sure that LAU will keep the hope aglow in the hearts of our people. And now that I am about ready to leave, I am going to turn to myself and say, JGJ, you've been telling people for the past 16 years something that you should tell yourself. JGJ, wherever you are, wherever you go, whatever you do, don't forget LAU. At this moving moment, I'd like our president to come forth to the podium. Dr. Mawad, this is a trust that on behalf of the university, I am giving to you. The university is in your trust, and I am so confident and so comfortable that you will keep that trust and run with it. Mabruk.
We just witnessed the passing of the seal of the Lebanese American University. For many of us, it will be marked in our memories. For LAU and its rich history, it is the sign and the proof of continuity and determination. For the higher education, it is indeed a clear message that our institution remains at the service of our youth. For Lebanon, it is a living testimony that LAU, which witnessed the independence and the periods of joy and sorrow of the Lebanese people, will continue in serving its mission for what is best for our country. Thank you, Dr. Jabbra and Dr. Mawad, for this valuable moment you gave us. It was during a special celebration for our alumni chapter in Abu Dhabi when I first met him. دمث الأخلاق على تواضع الكبار، وجه بشوش على رزانة، بسمة لا تخفي تصميما. I asked about him. I was informed about his achievements and his rich scientific and medical history. I realized when he was chosen to lead the Gilbert and Rosemary Chagoury School of Medicine at our beloved university as dean, that he will guide the school towards higher level of excellence. So he did. هو ما حصل. تطورت الكلية لتصير جوهرة تاج الجامعة اللبنانية الأمريكية. مؤتمرات، اتفاقات خارجية غاية في الأهمية، تطور مستدام، حضور علمي وأكاديمي طاغٍ، فأضحت كلية الطب في جامعتنا غاية ومقصدا لكل راغب في ارتداء الثوب الأبيض. دكتور ميشيل معوض رئيسنا العتيد يتسلم اليوم شعلة قيادة هذه المؤسسة الرائعة التي تترسخ جذورها في تاريخ وطننا الحديث، والتي صارت قلعة مرهوبة الجانب للعلم والتطور. يتسلم هذه المسؤولية ووطننا يعاني فيما هو أكثر أزماته تعقيداً، وهو في إقدامه على هذه المواجهة والمجابهة حمل إلينا أملاً ورجاء. الأمل بأنه طالما هناك قادة مثل الدكتور جبرة والدكتور معوض فالغد لابد أنصع، والرجاء بأننا لابد واصلون إلى ما يطمح الدكتور معوض ومجلس أمناء LAU بالوصول إليه. Please welcome our new president, Dr. Michel Mawad.
Thank you, Dr. Usi, President Jabbra, Dr. Nancy Jabbra, Chairman Peter Tannous, incoming Chairman Philip Stolfus, members of the President's Cabinet, esteemed members of our Board of Trustees who happen to be here today, and those who are watching us from far away, Provost Nasser and Vice Presidents, my fellow academic deans, CEOs and CMOs of our medical center, our legal counsel who could not be with us today. She is watching us on WebEx. We are also live streaming, so my warmest regards to our LAU community, our current students, our alumni, and our faculty and staff, and all our families out there watching us. My dear friend, Dr. Janine Mawad, in these difficult times, I stand here before you today ready to take the helm of this beloved institution. from a great man, a leader, and a charismatic mentor to me. He's a tough act to follow, by all means. In fact, I worry more about being able to fill his big shoes than about navigating the university through these formidable existing and upcoming challenges, as we all know. Dr. Jabbra, by all definitions, you have been a transformational president, and you will always be present, not only in the buildings and the beautiful facilities that you have built and brought about, but also in the hearts and minds of all those who have known you, and in the heart and mind of every student and every faculty member who will ever study here or who will ever teach at LAU. Your footprints will remain engraved on the path we tread, and your wisdom will prevail among us wherever we congregate, wherever we teach, and whenever we strategize for the future of the youth you hold so dear to your heart, and for this country you have always cherished, sir. Dr. Jabbra, your spirit of go get it, can do it, your desire to innovate, to be the first, your belief that the sky is the limit, you've told me this so many times, and your motto, don't forget LAU, will resonate with generations to come. Your drive for excellence, sir, and your contagious energy will continue to inspire us for a very, very long time. Dr. Jabbra, I'm proud and eager to work with the administrative unit you put together and with the academic unit, which is the engine of the university. Actually, they are the engine of ingenuity, and I mean the deans of these schools. They are the catalysts for change and the champions for innovation. This team and I, Dr. Jabbra, want to reassure you that we will carry the torch and deliver the mission in good faith and in commitment, just as you would have wanted it done. As I mentioned in the Board of Trustees meeting a couple of weeks ago, you are definitely leaving LAU in a much better shape than when you assumed the presidency 16 years ago. And I want to make sure that several years from now, should you happen to visit with us, you will find it in a much better shape than when you left it today in 2020. As many of you know, I'm no stranger to this university. For the past 4 years, as Dean of the Gilbert and Rosemary Chagoury School of Medicine, I have had the privilege and honor to work with many of you. I'm fully aware of the hardships that our country and our LAU community, faculty, staff, and students have had to grapple with for the past year. The challenges have been monumental. Existing crisis of public health and economic collapse, pretty much, compounded by the horrific blast at the port of Beirut on August 4th. But what I saw in the response is a community that is not easily deterred. Far from being discouraged, students have fought to claim their rights to education and their yearning for a better future in the country they call home. I also witnessed this university's determination to ensure that they achieve these goals. Far from grinding to a halt, we forged ahead, realizing many successes along the way. Believe me, I do not underestimate the difficulties that lie ahead. The going will be tough, I know, but hardly has there been a period in LAU's long history without its challenges. For the simple reason that even when external circumstances were favorable, we continually challenged ourselves as an institution to offer the best education possible to all. We are the first college to educate women, and we strove for decades to ensure that every deserving student has access to education, regardless of financial means, while adhering to our principles as a non-profit institution. We did all of that while keeping a close eye on the needs and ills of our society. Our mission has been and will always be to strive for the greater good, to redress the wrongs, and push for reform. We have championed gender equality, education for all, excellence in health delivery, and civic responsibility. We have sought to educate the whole person and graduate civic-minded, principled, but most important, compassionate individuals. We strive to send our graduates into society well-equipped to deal with adversity, able to create their own opportunities if none existed, and to take their future into their own hands. Together, we must ensure that our graduates become experts in their fields. Together, we must ensure that our graduates become experts in their fields, civically engaged, well-rounded individuals, comfortable with all aspects of life, flexible in their thinking, innovators and not followers, and ready for the enormous changes happening in the world around them. We must continue to assist our students as they pave their way into careers and entrepreneurial behaviors. Their success is increasingly our responsibility and the key to our own sustainability. Yes, the success of our graduates is increasingly our responsibility and the key, really the key to our sustainability as a university. Today especially, it is incumbent upon us to set an example for our youth in the way we govern ourselves by assuming accountability, responsibility, and ownership at a time when these very principles are unfortunately lacking in our society. The health challenge and the economic challenge we are facing have been imposed on us as they have been on many institutions of higher education worldwide. Locally, however, and in spite of the confluence of crises in this country, we are still performing with a demonstrated competitive edge, a competitive edge that has been achieved through the vision and determination of Dr. Joseph G. Jabbra. We have a solid strategy, a stellar academic and administrative team all around us, and the support of alumni and friends of LAU who believe in our mission and our ability to achieve it. It is critical, however, that we not only stay the course for the sake of our youth and our country, but that we do not take this competitive edge for granted. We must constantly reinvent ourselves, be nimble yet agile, be principled yet flexible, and continue to reassess along the way, ready to embrace change when change is upon us. In redoubling our efforts, we must remain strategic, anticipate whenever possible, and be prepared for any eventuality that may arise in this current uncertain climate. Our immediate priority, given the health risk brought about by COVID-19, is to deliver academic content in the safest possible way while meeting the students' expectation in return for the tuition fees. We need to embrace online delivery and fully. We need to hybridize our content where is necessary. We need to reach outside our borders and innovate our pedagogical approach for the best student engagement. Shifting to successful online education is challenging and requires creativity and creativity in production materials, but it is upon us and we must embrace it. Financially, we are well positioned at the moment to mitigate the economic and health situations for the foreseeable future, provided we monitor the operating budget very closely and on a regular basis, and believe me, I will do this. Looking ahead, and to sustain our university in the current economic climate, fundraising efforts will have to be focused beyond our borders, all the more so since the country and our people are suffering the disastrous consequences of the Beirut blast and of the economic collapse we're witnessing. In our pursuit of solutions to these challenges, let us not forget that thanks to Dr. Jabbra's vision and strategic prowess, we are today an accredited leading university in Lebanon and the region that benchmarks itself against international institutions of higher learning. To preserve that standing and elevate it regionally and globally, we will need to keep pace with trends and innovations worldwide, advances that will be much needed to enhance our students' prospects and the country's future. I have no doubt for everybody around me, you share my aspirations for the university. You have all demonstrated your loyalty to LAU and your resilience during too many crises to mention. There will be times where we might disagree, of course, but our common goal, I know, is what is best for the institution and for our students. In closing, Dr. Jabbra, I wish you and wish Dr. Nancy Jabbra a safe transition back to the US, where your family is eagerly waiting for you. I wish you great continuous health and pleasant times ahead, when you should stop for a fleeting moment and smell the roses. However, I know you by now, and I know you reasonably well, I think, to assume that you will not smell these roses for too long, and you will go on thinking, as you usually do, swimming, enjoying your children and grandchildren, writing your book, and helping us in our fundraising efforts, which you do so well, sir. And here, and in reference to fundraising, I would like to borrow a couple of sentences from a wise man that I learned. In fundraising, sir, the sky is the limit. And wherever you go, wherever you do, don't forget LAU. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. Before closing this ceremony, one more thing is to be done. I would like to invite the Vice President, Dr. Ali Salim, to come to the podium.
So tonight, I am not Dr. Salim, I am most definitely Lisa. And on behalf of the President's Cabinet, and allow me to use first names, Roy, everyone looks the same, Roy, Charles, George, and George, as well as President Mawad and Maître Noor Hajar, who's over there, we would like to present you with a token of our love and our appreciation, knowing full well your appreciation for art and your love of Lebanon. Someone has to open it. Lubna. Christian, help. Then we shall talk about the painting. So we hope you like it. It is a painting by Hassan Jouni, who is a contemporary prominent Lebanese painter. And we spent a long time choosing it collectively. The title of the painting is Traveling City. Traveling City. And the artist told us that he was inspired to paint this painting when he took a journey away from Lebanon on a ship and looked back at the city that he loves. I wanted to add a couple of statements, if you don't mind, about this painting. It's a curious rendition for a city. It's an urban space, but everything is a village home. And despite the bright light awash of Lebanon and the colorful homes, some are sinking into the sea, some are going up into the sky, and many are leaning precipitously against each other. It's surreal, it's nostalgic, it's beautiful, and it's definitely topsy-turvy. We hope this painting crosses other oceans and lands on another shore and will hang in your house in California for many healthy and joyous years as a painting and as a window. President Jabbra, we thank you, we love you, and we will never forget you.
I don't read the touching words here, but Dr. Mawad, our new president, will do it.
Dr. Jabbra, we borrowed this sentence from you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, what you have achieved shall never be forgotten. This is a small token. It's a symbolic item that has been specifically for you made about a building and the university. So please keep it on your desk.
I will.
And always think of us.
Thank you so much.
Because we're going to miss you.
Thank you. It's really, it's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, President Mawad. One more thing, Dr. Jabbra, from the School of Medicine, I think, or...
You told us to be always innovative and invite excellence. So we hope you will like this trophy. Hope you like it. It is on behalf of the School of Medicine and the Medical Center. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. ختاما وعد وعهد. الوعد للرئيس الدكتور جوزيف جبرة بأن حضورك باق أبدا في القلب والبال. نستلهم منك ما يقوينا على المضي والاستمرار. وأما العهد فلرئيسنا الجديد رئيسنا الدكتور ميشيل معوض. عهدنا لك أن نكون إلى جانبك عاملين معك ملتزمين توجيهاتك ورؤياك فتبقى LAU عروس التعليم العالي لا في لبنان فحسب بل في المنطقة كلها عاملا مساهما في إعلاء اسم لبنان الذي تحب والذي اخترت العودة إليه بعد سنوات الاغتراب مثل الدكتور جبرة تماما لنكون حقا مستحقين صفتنا أفراد عائلة LAU. When you look into the book of achievements here and abroad for President Dr. Mawad and President Dr. Jabbra, you will feel the confidence that LAU and Lebanon will surely have a better tomorrow. It has always been in our history, and we Lebanese know deeply what I'm talking about. We are here, we were, since the dream started in 1835, and we will remain. ولا يسعني وأنا أعود إلى سيرتي رئيسنا السابق ورئيسنا الجديد الآتيين من عالم النجاح في الخارج إلى الوطن لا يسعني إلا أن أحمل شعلة الأمل بالوطن وبجامعتنا التي شعارها سفينة تمخر عباب المستقبل وأن أردد ومن الموطن الصغير نرود الأرض نذري فوق كل شط قرانا نتحدى الدنيا شعوبا وأمصارا ونبني أن نشأ لبنان سوف نبقى يشاء أم لا يشاء الغير فاصمد لبنان ما بك وهن سوف نبقى LAU سوف نبقى لابد في الأرض من حق وما من حق ولم نبقى نحن. وفقك الله سيد الرئيس في كل ما تسعى إليه وتطمح إلى تحقيقه. our Lebanon will surely phoenix from ashes. God bless you. Thank you all.
Thank you, our board members, for attending this incredible event. Thank you so much, all of you, all of you. Thank you. Oh, our general counsel is sitting there.